What if I told you that the most powerful technology on the planet isn't in your pocket? It's right between your ears. Your brain is a supercomputer, a universe of untapped potential waiting to be explored. We spend so much time training our bodies at the gym, building our muscles, and improving our physical stamina. But what about our minds? We often neglect the most critical muscle of all, the one that governs our memories, our focus, our creativity, and our ability to learn. It's time to change that narrative. It's time to start treating our brains with the same dedication we give to our physical health, because a stronger brain means a limitless life. The beautiful truth is that your brain isn't fixed. It's not a static organ that slowly declines with age. It's dynamic, it's adaptable, and it's hungry for new challenges. This is a concept called neuroplasticity, which is just a fancy way of saying your brain can change, grow, and reorganize itself based on your experiences. Every time you learn a new skill, solve a difficult problem, or even just try something unfamiliar, you are physically building new connections, new pathways for thought. You are literally rewiring your brain for better performance. The key is to be intentional about it. We can actively guide this process with simple, fun, and powerful exercises that don't require expensive equipment or hours of your time. Think of these exercises as a playground for your mind. They are designed to be engaging, a little bit silly, and incredibly effective. They push you just outside your comfort zone, which is exactly where growth happens. You don't become stronger by lifting weights that feel easy. You become stronger by challenging your muscles. The same principle applies to your brain. These mental workouts will interrupt your autopilot mode, forcing you to be present, focused, and engaged. They will sharpen your cognitive skills, boost your memory, and enhance your ability to concentrate in a world filled with distractions. Are you ready to unlock the superpowers you were born with? Let's embark on this journey together. I'm going to introduce you to 7 simple, science-backed exercises that will act as your personal brain gym. Don't just read about them. I challenge you to try each one. Feel the stretch in your mind. Notice the initial struggle and then the moment it clicks. This isn't about perfection. It's about participation. It's about showing up for your brain every single day. The small efforts you make today will compound into incredible mental strength tomorrow. Your future self will thank you for it. Let's begin the training and discover just how limitless you truly are. Our first exercise is a powerful tool used by pilots, speed readers, and top performers to enhance their cognitive speed and expand their field of vision. It's called the Schulte Table or the Schulte Grid. Imagine a simple square grid filled with numbers from 1 to 25 all jumbled up in a random order. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to find and point to each number in ascending order from 1 all the way to 25. The real challenge? To do it as quickly as possible, ideally keeping your eyes fixed on the center of the grid and using your peripheral vision to locate the numbers. It's a race against the clock and a workout for your brain's processing power. This might sound like a simple number hunt, but the science behind it is profound. When you force yourself to use your peripheral vision, you are training your brain to take in more information at once. In our daily lives, we often have tunnel vision, focusing narrowly on one thing at a time. The Schulte Grid breaks that habit. It widens your mental lens, improving your ability to scan documents, read faster, and notice details you might have otherwise missed. It's a direct upgrade to your brain's operating system, enhancing the speed at which you can perceive and process the world around you. You can easily find these grids online or through various apps. When you first try it, you might feel a little slow or clumsy. Your eyes will want to dart all over the page. That's completely normal. Stick with it. The goal isn't immediate mastery, it's gradual improvement. Try to complete it in under a minute, then aim for 45 seconds, then 30. Each attempt strengthens those neural connections responsible for rapid visual processing. It's like taking your brain for a sprint. You are teaching it to be quicker, more efficient, and more aware. This simple game has real-world applications, from being more observant in a meeting to reacting faster while driving. So I challenge you right now. Find a Schulte grid and give it a try. Time yourself. See how you do. Don't be discouraged by your first attempt. Instead, see it as your baseline. This is your starting point on a journey to a faster, sharper mind. Think of it as a warm-up for the incredible potential you're about to unlock. Every time you beat your previous score, you are physically changing your brain for the better. You are expanding your perception and training your mind to see not just what's in front of you, but everything that surrounds it. That is a true superpower. Get ready for an exercise that feels like a tongue twister for your brain. It's called the Multicolor Text Challenge, and it's a brilliant way to improve your focus and mental flexibility. Here's how it works. You'll see a list of words, but each word is the name of a color printed in a different color. For example, the word blue might be printed in red ink. Your task is not to read the word itself, but to say the color of the ink it's printed in. It sounds deceptively simple, but you'll quickly find it's a powerful mental workout that pits the two hemispheres of your brain against each other. This exercise is a classic example of what psychologists call the Stroop effect. Your brain has become incredibly efficient at reading words. It's an automatic process managed by your left hemisphere. However, identifying colors is primarily handled by your right hemisphere. By asking you to name the color instead of reading the word, you are creating a mental conflict. You have to consciously suppress your automatic impulse to read and instead activate a different part of your brain. This internal tug-of-war is fantastic for strengthening your executive functions, the skills that control your attention, manage your time, and allow you to switch between tasks seamlessly. Think about how often you get distracted during the day. A notification pops up, a thought wanders in, and suddenly you've lost your train of thought. This exercise trains your focus muscle. It forces you to ignore irrelevant information and concentrate on the task at hand. The more you practice, the better you become at filtering out distractions in your everyday life. It can help you stay locked in during an important conversation, remain focused while working on a project, or even improve your ability to multitask effectively when you need to. It's a direct training session for a more disciplined and attentive mind. Why not give it a shot? Find a list of these color words online and try to go through it as quickly and accurately as you can. You'll probably stumble and laugh at your own mistakes, and that's part of the fun. Each time you correct yourself, you are forging a stronger connection between intention and action. You are teaching your brain to be more deliberate and less reactive. It's a playful puzzle that pays huge dividends in mental clarity and control. Challenge a friend and see who can get through the list faster. You're not just playing a game, you're building a more resilient and focused brain. This next exercise might feel a little strange at first, but it's a profound way to awaken dormant parts of your brain. It's the Blindfolded Task Challenge. The concept is straightforward. Safely perform a simple, everyday task with your eyes closed. This could be something as basic as brushing your teeth, sorting coins, or even typing your name on your phone or keyboard. The goal is to temporarily remove your most dominant sense, your sight, and force your other senses to step up and guide you. It's an adventure in navigating your world through touch, sound, and spatial awareness. When you close your eyes, your brain can no longer rely on visual cues to understand its environment. It has to switch strategies. Suddenly, your sense of touch becomes hyper-aware. You notice the texture of the keyboard, the shape of the coins, the bristles of the toothbrush in a way you never did before. Your brain begins to build a mental map of the space around you, relying on memory and tactile feedback. This process activates and strengthens neural pathways related to spatial memory, proprioception, your sense of body position, and sensory integration. You are essentially forcing your brain to get creative and find new solutions to a familiar problem. Think about how much we rely on sight for everything. It's our brain's default setting. By turning it off for a few moments, you are doing more than just a fun exercise. You are building mental resilience. You are improving your ability to recall information and create vivid mental images. For instance, trying to picture your keyboard and type your name without looking sharpens your mind's eye. This skill translates into better memory recall for faces, facts, and directions. It's a way of reminding your brain that it has a whole toolkit of senses at its disposal, not just one. I challenge you to try this today. Find a safe space and a simple task. Close your eyes and try writing your name and address on a piece of paper. Or try finding a specific app on your phone's home screen purely by muscle memory. It will feel awkward and your results might be messy, but that's the point. The struggle is the workout. With each attempt, you're enhancing your brain's adaptability and sharpening its ability to function under different conditions. You are waking up parts of your mind that have been snoozing, and in doing so, you are building a more robust and versatile cognitive machine. Let's move on to a quick physical challenge that will light up your brain and improve your mind-body connection. This one is all about hand coordination, and it's a fantastic way to break up your day and give your brain a jolt of energy. Here's the drill with one hand. Make a peace sign. Your index and middle fingers extended, with your other hand make an OK sign, your thumb and index finger forming a circle. Now, on my count, switch them. The hand that was making the peace sign now makes the OK sign, and vice versa. The goal is to do this smoothly and quickly, repeating the switch 5 times in just 10 seconds. This might look like a simple party trick, but what's happening inside your brain is incredibly complex and beneficial. Performing different, precise movements with both hands simultaneously requires intense communication between the left and right hemispheres of your brain. The corpus callosum, the neural bridge that connects the two hemispheres, has to work overtime to coordinate these opposing signals. This process builds and strengthens that connection, leading to better overall brain integration. It's like getting your brain's 2 star players to communicate and work together as a seamless team, improving everything from creative problem solving to physical agility. In our daily routines, we rarely challenge our brains in this bilateral way. We get stuck in patterns, often favoring one hand or one side of our body. This exercise shatters those patterns. It forces you to be completely present and focused as your brain learns a new motor sequence. The benefits extend far beyond just being able to do the trick. Improved mind-body connection can help you in sports, playing a musical instrument, typing faster, or any activity that requires fine motor skills. It's a tangible way to experience your brain learning and adapting in real time, which is an incredibly empowering feeling. So, go ahead and give it a try. Hold up your hands and start with the peace and OK signs. Now, switch and switch again. Feeling a bit clumsy? That's fantastic. It means your brain is working hard, forging new pathways. Laugh at the awkwardness and keep practicing. You'll be surprised at how quickly you improve. This isn't just a test of dexterity, it's a test of focus and mental processing. Take 10 seconds out of your day to play this game with your mind. You are actively building a more connected, coordinated, and capable brain with every single switch. This next challenge is one of my absolute favorites because it integrates brain training seamlessly into the activities you already do every day. The exercise is to simply use your non-dominant hand for common tasks. If you're right-handed, try brushing your teeth with your left hand. Try eating your lunch, writing a short note, or even using your computer mouse with your non-dominant hand. It's a simple switch, but the impact on your brain is profound. You are deliberately stepping off the well-trodden path of habit and blazing a new trail in your mind. Every time you perform an action with your dominant hand, your brain uses a highly efficient, well-established neural pathway. It's like taking a superhighway. The journey is fast and requires little conscious thought. But when you switch to your non-dominant hand, that highway is closed. Your brain is forced to get off the exit ramp and navigate unfamiliar back roads. It has to build a new neural pathway from scratch. This process of building new connections is the very essence of neuroplasticity. You are literally increasing the density of your brain's network, making it more resilient, creative, and adaptable. The feeling of awkwardness and difficulty you experience is a sign that your brain is hard at work. It's a signal of growth. Think of a time you learned to ride a bike or play an instrument. It was clumsy at first, but with practice, it became second nature. Using your non-dominant hand triggers a similar learning process. It stimulates different parts of your brain, particularly the hemisphere that is typically less engaged in fine motor control. This cross-training effect can lead to surprising boosts in creativity and new ways of thinking, as you are quite literally forcing your brain to approach a problem from a different side. I challenge you to pick one activity today and commit to doing it with your non-dominant hand. Maybe it's stirring your coffee this morning or scrolling through your phone tonight. Pay close attention to the sensation. Notice the intense focus it requires. This isn't about becoming ambidextrous, it's about the mental stimulation that comes from the effort. It's a powerful reminder that growth happens when we embrace discomfort. By inviting this small, manageable challenge into your daily routine, you are constantly feeding your brain the novelty it craves, keeping it young, flexible, and ready for whatever comes next. In our hyper-connected world, we've outsourced our brain's work to technology. We don't remember phone numbers because they're in our contacts. We don't do simple math because our phone has a calculator. We don't navigate by memory because GPS tells us where to turn. While these tools are convenient, over-reliance on them can make our mental muscles weak. Our final exercise is a tech detox, a conscious effort to reclaim these fundamental cognitive tasks and give our brain the workout it deserves. This is about building mental self-reliance. The core of this exercise is to intentionally choose to use your brain instead of a device. For example, the next time you go to the grocery store with a short list, try to memorize it instead of writing it down. When you need to add up a few prices, try doing the mental math before reaching for your calculator. A great challenge is to memorize the phone number of one important person in your life this week. These small acts of recall and calculation are like push-ups for your memory and processing centers. They keep these critical functions sharp, active, and ready when you need them. This isn't about abandoning technology altogether. It's about finding a healthy balance. It's about recognizing that your brain, like any muscle, atrophies from disuse. When we constantly lean on digital crutches, we're not giving our brain the chance to practice its core functions of memory, calculation, and spatial reasoning. By consciously stepping back, you are strengthening your working memory, which is crucial for problem solving and critical thinking. You are building confidence in your own mental abilities, proving to yourself that you are more capable than you think. This sense of cognitive independence is incredibly empowering. So let's start today. Make a conscious choice to challenge your brain. Leave the GPS off for a familiar route and try to navigate by memory and landmarks. Add up your bill in your head at a cafe. Tell a friend a story without looking up a detail on your phone. Each of these small moments is an opportunity for growth. It's a declaration that you are in control of your mental fitness. By staying curious, challenging yourself, and not always taking the easy way out, you are ensuring that your brain remains a powerful, sharp, and limitless asset for your entire life. Keep learning, keep growing, and never stop training your most valuable superpower.